In this episode of the Chris Henson Conversation, we have decided to produce an unprecedented blend of our series, I Love My Job, and tribute to SG music icons, as we have a true luminary of Singapore's audiovisual and events industry. The Managing Director of TPP Private Limited Order Production People, Mr. Sheldon Gui. Sheldon's story is an unconventional one. It's a tale that began with a youthful passion for music and parties, which he bravely turned into a business venture known as mobile discos. From there, he began building what would become one of the industry's most respected companies, the Production People. But it was a pivotal personal moment that truly defined his journey. While in his final year at the National University of Singapore, Sheldon made the courageous decision to withdraw from his studies to focus entirely on his business. Today, that same entrepreneurial spirit extends beyond his own company. Sheldon is also the president of the Singapore Talent, Artists and Resources or STAR Association, a national body that champions the interests of freelancers and performers in the entertainment industry. And in a move that truly shows his commitment to lifelong learning, he even went back to school at 49 to master new technologies, ensuring he and his company remain at the forefront of the industry's future. His is a story of determination, of building a business and a community from scratch, and of being a true champion for the people who make the shows happen, both on and off the stage. We pay tribute to a man who truly loves his job and is an icon in his own right, Sheldon Gui.
We say what we do. I think that's what I hear from a lot of people, that we are reliable. With anything, if you buy, if you went and bought a 55-inch TV, you'd expect to get 55 inches, right? Yeah. If you went and you ordered,
what kind of freaking
no, I mean, if you ordered chicken rice, you would expect
chicken. Before we begin the show, here is an important announcement. For 100 years, Shure has set the standard for professional audio. Designed to outlast and outperform, Shure products help you deliver your message with confidence. Trust in Shure. You can be sure with Shure. Shop the Shure Shop Singapore now. Visit the link on screen and use the promo code AFC Henson to get limited Shure merchandise with your purchases. Now, let's start the show.
No shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, do I have MC voice?
Alamak.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Wow, this was brings back memories of another legend.
Who?
Jason Gila Katong.
Who?
You remember this guy?
No, who the hell is that?
Jason Gila Katong. Wow.
Who's Jason Gila Katong?
His name is Jason Cheng. He's a big-sized guy. He was
Jason
an MC. He had this routine where he would do a Miss Universe pageant.
Hey, why does that ring a bell?
It was really funny. He was so
Big
good.
guy, right? Jason
Big guy.
Chung.
Jason,
Yeah.
His stage name was Jason Gila Katong. And I used to, I DJ'd at D&D's when he was MC. And I till today, right? This is early 90s, but till today I remember we would do like guess the tune. And in those days, we would be playing records.
Right. Yeah.
One tune. And then you had a fanfare for the winner.
Yeah.
And then, okay, wow, you start packing your records and you find background music.
Yeah.
He would thank the crowd. We'll see you later. He'd walk off the stage and tell me, fuck you lah, your BGM so slow.
Huh?
He couldn't stand any dead air.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it just taught me the precision, of even just as a DJ, of like, it was important to get the background music going and then go do your own thing, right? I was like, wow, today I remember that.
So no dead air, right?
No dead air, yeah.
Well, quite frankly, I can't stand it there either.
Jason Gila Katong.
Why is he called Jason Gila Katong?
I don't know.
Is that his stage name or what? Or is that what people call him?
What people called him.
What people called him.
Yeah.
But that name rings a bell. Okay. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to the Chris Henson Conversation. We are here for a very first time that we're going to be doing this. Is a very first time ever we're doing this on the show. And this show is not just about the I Love My Job series. It is also a tribute. A tribute to an icon. Because you know why? We usually just do I Love My Job or the tribute to SG local music icons. But today, for this gentleman of mine, my guest in the studio, I got to do both. One is we're going to find out about his passion, about what he does, and he's been doing for a long time. And also because he's one of the enablers of the music business and the events business and the entertainment business. And enablers ought to also be recognized, and therefore I'm also paying tribute to him. And I have in studio with me the chief kahuna, the head honcho for a company called The Production People, or TPP for short. And Sheldon Gui is in studio. Welcome to the studio. Thank you for coming to CCB TV.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
No, man.
Thank you for having me on CCB TV. And a very good day to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. How? Okay, lah.
Good, man.
Can
Brings back a little bit of memories.
What icon all you talking about? Rubbish lah, you.
Icon lah, bro.
No
Actually,
icon.
it's true, bro.
No
It's the first time. It's the first time. It's not even a crossover, man. It's the first time that I have I Love My Job and tribute to SG music icons all in one show. And because I want people to hear about your passion for the AVL business.
I agree that I love my job, but I will humbly say that you really cannot consider me an SG music icon. What icon are you talking about?
Because, bro, it's not just for musicians. It's also for people who enable the music business. And you're one of them. And I can say that for a fact because you've done so many things you supported a lot of my shows, man, over the years. And a lot of others as well.
Yes. Many years. Two hands cannot count one. Many.
Because it's been 30 years. Easily 30 years. This man has been around for ages, let me tell you. And if you take a look at his, later on, earlier on, you see in the video that we paid a visit to Sheldon and at TPP's premises.
Yes.
I can tell you, man, that video, if you've seen it, this is like walking into a Toys R Us. And we all go gaga over, oh gosh, look at all this. And it was just pretty amazing, man. Pretty amazing, mate.
Thank you.
Really, really. And that vintage collection of yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and you're collecting all of the vintage, let me just make it very clear, guys. Vintage audio visual systems.
Yes.
Right? Is that the right way for me to describe
yes.
this?
It's the informal name is the AVL Heritage Gallery. It started off really coming out of COVID, where a lot of fellow AVL friends were getting rid of gear to scale down the space because not enough jobs, and you're paying rental on warehouse. And,
Right.
I felt there was quite a bit of emotion. People were throwing away gear that they used to work with, that they built their businesses on, but they couldn't hold on to it any longer.
Right.
And seeing that on like Facebook, Instagram, I felt like, this is very sayang, because there were quite a lot of iconic stuff that I felt, with all that history, today will have a double purpose of bringing back the memories for the old timers, as well as giving a sense of history and perspective for the younger folk that are coming to the industry.
Right.
You have like analog consoles, a knob for every aux, and a knob for every EQ. Totally unheard of, right? Everybody's digital screens, looking and mixing. I'm not knocking the younger engineers, but a lot of people tend to look and mix rather than listen. And
But back in our day, it was all tactile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I love playing.
We had to look as well.
I love
Sorry.
playing with knobs. I love playing with knobs, but anyway.
Yeah. So.
So you got all this collection. We seen your collection. It was on the video as well, and you want to start a museum eventually? Is that on the cards?
It's my bucket list. Whether I eventually get there or not, I don't know.
Okay.
But right, you never try, you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
right.
With every journey,
exactly.
What did Confucius
No,
say?
man. Every journey starts with the first. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to cheer you on to do that. Hopefully, you have a gallery. Really set up a gallery, open to the public. People can come in, pay tickets.
Yes, it won't be free.
So you see, SG Music Icon.
Okay lah.
This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking
not
about.
SG Music Icon, SG Music Supportation.
You're correct. Enabler, bro.
Supportation.
That's why I'm saying. You see, this is my series. It's up to me how I want it. It's Enabler, bro.
Okay.
Like Dennis Fu, Enabler. I had him. I paid tribute to him.
Yes. I saw a
Nason.
bit of that.
Nason as well. Harry's Bar, right? And he was an enabler as well. People, and even radio DJs. So people who enable the entertainment world and music per se in this country. And people like you are like, even Reggie Leo he's a guitarist, right? I told him, you're always in the background. Sometimes you're in the front, sometimes in the back. But today you got to be in front. And guys like you, always in the background, man. Always in the background. And it's not fair. I think it's not fair because the kind of work you guys do is absolutely ridiculous, man.
I always say, and I tell my guys, if people notice us, something must have fucked up. Right?
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, because you're there. People are there to enjoy.
If all the hits
show.
children look at you guys,
if somebody notices, or either that or the talent has to call out, "Hello, Mr. Soundman, I cannot hear myself." Somebody didn't do their job, right?
You know why? Because you know what? Because this show, that series, right? And I Love My Job series. Let's talk about the tribute one first. Like, for example, guys like you, guys who are also the soundmen, the sound engineers, the guys who, in the background, tweaking on the sound for bands and stuff, right? They go up on stage and play. These people are always forgotten, and I'm not going to let that happen, man. As much like you think it's so sayang to have audio, systems being just chucked aside or thrown away or discarded. You want to keep them because that's part and parcel of our event history or the event marketplace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
same thing. I feel the same way for people.
I applaud you for that. I think, yes, there is a need to recognize these people.
Yeah.
But I think from all the people that I've seen that do this work, they don't do it for the recognition.
Yeah, I know.
Right? They do it because they love what they do. They don't do just what they're told. They put in so much effort pre-show to work. I mean, the amount of questions I get sometimes, the amount of back and forth I work with sound engineers as we build the systems that we deploy on a show, it's like, wow, these guys are just putting in so much effort to get the show absolutely perfect.
Correct.
And that's become their passion, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I want to make sure that everybody that goes on stage,
sound good.
They get to give off the best sound.
Yep.
The audience hears how this show was meant to be put up.
Yep.
the amount of detail they go in, the amount of research. There are guys who are listening to the music, the songs beforehand, so they know where to put in the effects. They know where the solos are coming. In the old days, I think, I'm not knocking the older guys, but there was a lot more of let's wing it.
Yeah.
And it'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
But the younger generation now is putting in so much effort into all of this. Warms my heart, man.
But so you see,
there's so much passion.
Correct, bro. So that's the reason why I feel that, they may not want the recognition, but I'm sorry, I'm giving it to you.
We shy lah.
I'm gonna shove it down your throats, man. I'm gonna make sure you're recognized, and it's only right. It's only right that all the mechanisms that involve in a great show have got to be, eventually come out and be seen and recognized, and names have got to be uttered. You know what I mean? You began. You and I, we've known each other for a very, very long time. Like as I said earlier, easily 30 years, man. And you began in the good old heyday we call even Larry Lights. Larry Lights, the first guy who started, by the way.
Yes.
Right, with Moby Dick.
Yes.
Mobile discos. Mobile discos. But I know that you started with spinning first, right? As a DJ. Or was it that, or were you behind the microphone doing this thing that we used to call a Mikey, that other people today call hype man?
Yeah, absolutely. My first touch into the industry was behind the mic.
Yep. Yeah. And can you explain?
Beside the DJ, the DJ would play the music.
Yeah.
This was, I'm showing my age, 1989. 1989, right? It's a old friend of mine, Kati.
Kati Kasan.
Kati, still active in the business today.
A company called Glasnost in the past, right?
Back then, Glasnost. Today, it's a company called SLS.
Yeah.
We're still in touch. We're still good friends. He would play the music on turntables with vinyl, those little black round things for you youngsters.
We used to call it wax.
Was it what? But Singapore, nobody lah.
No lah.
We call it wax.
No, back then.
More they call wax.
No, with Kati's brother Bear. I mean,
Bear,
his stage name is Bear. His name is Siva.
Yeah.
Bear also used to call it wax.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I had fun with him.
But yeah. So he would play the music, but I think I'm not sure why. But he called a friend to come along on one of the gigs to do the hype mic. We didn't even have a name for it, right?
Mikey.
Yeah, it was Party the Crowd. It was called Party the Crowd.
What?
Party the Crowd.
You Party the Crowd.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And this friend of mine was my schoolmate. We were in junior college at that time. So it's like, hey, there's this thing Kati's calling me. Come along, let's have some fun. I had fun.
Okay. You knew how to do the Mikey thing already, yeah?
I mean, you would go to parties,
yeah,
right? And then it was, everybody say yeah. Come on, clap your hands. Put your hands up in the air. Not so hard, what? There were no big words, right? You didn't have to use big words. You just had to have your timing right.
Somebody scream!
Right. You can't do that too often. But yeah, I was hooked. And I'm like, this is fun.
Did you get paid for that?
I did.
And what was the money like, man?
I did.
I never knew how much Mikey's got paid.
No, because I had to share it with this friend of mine.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't think it was a lot.
Yeah.
But, when you're
17, 18 years old,
it wasn't about the money. It was about, okay, there's something to do on the weekend.
Okay.
Let's go do it.
Okay.
And then you realize, hey, this is quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, hey, is there, you got any more of this happening again? I don't mind, come have another go at it. And then after a while, my friend dropped out.
And you started, you continued.
You're having fun, why don't you do it, right?
Okay.
And then, oh my God.
What was the money like, man? What was the money like?
No, I think like $30, $40 maybe.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
But that was in 1989, my goodness.
Yeah. It's quite okay. I mean, when you're so young,
we can go to Denny's and still have leftovers.
Quite a lot of money lah. But of course, the shows end late, so you got to take taxi home.
Yeah.
No such thing, submit receipt, claim cab, or last time don't have this concept, right? But yeah, so I'll be at the show, but you be there early. You watch the MC party, the crowd. These were always small gigs, right? Really small company D&D, or like passing out parade, army, police, that kind of thing. So small parties. But then I was like, hey, I get to see all these young chicks all dressed up. My age group, right?
Yeah.
So like, hey, you go school, you do.
It's always about, first thing is always about the girls,
Yeah,
man.
then like, hey, all these girls dressed up. And then I realized, because somebody did it once, and I thought, hey, I can do that. It was, you go up to the banquet guy and say, I'm with the DJ, could I get a beer? He would very quickly give you a beer. Like, hey, I got a beer for free. I was like,
So you got booze, you got the
I got
birds, you got
booze,
the
I got
booze.
the chicks. I'm like, this is not bad. I can keep doing this. And then I think, I can't remember how, but I got my chance to get on stage and MC a show.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of MCing. And then as time went by, I thought, okay, I can do this thing on my own as well. Bought a second-hand mixer, turntables, started buying records in those days. Valentine and
Valentine music.
Valentine, it was in Far East way back then, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Downstairs.
Before they went
and then
to...
in Bukit Timah, there was a record shop. It was what's his name now? Laserbeast.
Laserbeast, okay.
Laserbeast, the guy, what's his name?
I don't know.
Okay, I forget. Jimmy, I think. Okay, I can't remember. But he had a record shop as well. And I would buy some records from him. I would buy some records from Valentine's. And then I'll be practicing at home.
Eventually, there's one more called Dada's, remember?
Dada, yes. But I think Valentine was bringing in a lot of the party music stuff.
Loads
there
of
was
it.
like the white label.
Eventually, they moved to Paradise Center
Yes.
in Siligi.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got quite a good relationship with the shop guys that they would call you when there was new stuff coming in.
Yeah.
DJs in the clubs would be picking up those records.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, I want a copy so that I can play that in the D&D as well.
So fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Freaking fun, man.
And it was good music. I was having fun. Yeah, I think I was very lucky. And then it just kept growing from there. Right. I did DJing, so did the audio. I stopped MCing because it's...
Who trained you, man?
I would.
I mean, talking about DJing.
Because Kati was playing the music. He had a setup in his home.
Right.
So I would go to his house on weekends. We were in the same JC together.
Okay.
He was 1 year my senior.
Okay.
And I would go to his house on weekends and we jam. Practice mixing. And said, no, you got to get the beat right. And then, then learn a bit about... Then you had to understand the music structure, because just because the beat was right, if one chorus hadn't ended and the other verse of the next song already started, then tak kena mah. So then you had to know when to start the mix.
Snare mix, bar mix.
Right?
Yeah.
And make sure that this, and then over time you started getting more complex of how do you keep the outgoing song in the mix as the new song plays. How do you bring it out slowly rather than quick? Gone, right? And all that tricks, and a lot of people were very happy to teach, or maybe they were scolding me, I don't know. But yeah, I learned a lot. I started out with equipment. I stopped MCing after a while because it just got too tiring, because I had to go rent a van, then go fetch my friends. It was schoolmates, right?
Yeah.
And then
if you're doing everything basically.
And then load up the equipment, go a lot less equipment than today's shows, right? You had one wireless mic for the MC, that's it.
Yeah.
2 turntables, 2 speakers, one
bloody
amplifier.
Speakers is bigger than a normal human being.
It would all fit in a little van. There would be some more space, 2 disco lights like the helicopter. It was so much fun. But then having to set it up, then go freshen up, change, wear your coat, and then wear jacket, do the show. After that, take off the jacket, spin the music. After finish, shag, but still got to keep the cable, put all the speakers back in the van,
tear everything down,
go back home, put it back at home, trying to be quiet so neighbors don't wake up.
And then Adam Road.
And then go supper. And then after that, next day, go and return the van because you didn't want to pay an extra day of rental. Like, wow, cannot leh, pom chit. But yeah, then I kept on doing it.
But the system was yours.
Yeah. I had a system. One of my early systems went up in smoke.
When you say went up with smoke, you mean it actually went kaput?
No sound and smoke. Actual smoke.
From where?
From the speaker.
The speaker caught not caught fire, but there was smoke.
But smoke. Then the show stopped lah. The party had to stop.
No, really, the party stopped, and then that's
The
it.
speaker no sound.
Then the client must be damn pissed now.
Peace lah, kena. But there was already some partying, so it was a premature stop.
And it wasn't a smoke machine, right?
Wow, it's not a history. But yeah, I think after that, I thought, okay, then we better focus on getting good equipment.
But you went to buy the equipment. Why? Why did you do that? Why? You see, you went from Mikey to MC, and then you decided too tired doing that. Then you ended up learning how to spin, and then you went to buy equipment. I mean,
I was making money.
you could have just become a DJ spinning for some other AVL company or event company, and
I don't know why backside itchy.
You didn't have to buy equipment.
Warehouse so big, alamak. Backside itchy. I think there was
the warehouse is also like walking into IKEA, okay?
I think there was a bit of me that was partly the enjoying the music.
Yeah.
And there was also a part of me that was enjoying the tech behind it.
Okay.
So having the equipment, having the joy of kind of putting it all together.
Right.
And then playing the music that you loved.
Right.
And then getting the reaction from the crowd. I think it was just all that combination.
So it's like you needed to have the entire thing there to make sure that you just needed to have all these things to produce all of that sound and the music that you can spin.
Yeah. It was the love of the gear as well, right?
Okay, what about the love of the gear, man? Can you explain that to me? What do you mean?
I don't know lah. It's a very weird
Okay,
concept, right?
I'm weird too. I was just telling Reggie Leo that I love going to Swee Lee. I don't play any instruments. I love to be surrounded by instruments. And back in that right now, this is the third time saying it, but they have a cafe now, right? They got an outlet in Clarke Quay.
Yes.
And you could actually buy cake, coffee, sit down, and then a turntable's in front of you, and you can go and get records in the library. Then you sit there and you have an hour. You can sit. They give you an hour entitlement. Put on your cans and you play your record and you eat your cake. You drink your coffee.
Not too much cake, huh?
And I know lah, but you're surrounded by equipment, and you have all that. It's an ideal situation for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like me. I don't know why I love being around musical instruments, but like you love the gear. Why?
Well,
it's a weird thing.
Man. It's a weird thing. I mean, but
even today, do you still love being around?
Even today, yeah. I think it's kind of how everything comes together,
right?
How
assembly.
How appreciate not assembly. How you got to have the gear, and then you have to have the talent. Then you got something to give to the audience,
right?
And then the audience appreciates that. Then that creates an ecosystem,
right?
And even much more when you understand that having maybe good speakers makes the sound more impactful. People enjoy the music a little bit more.
Okay.
Or, do I have enough channels on my mixer to put another wireless mic in? Those days you didn't, they did exist, but you didn't have like huge mixers in mobile disco, right? So it was DJ mixer, you had turntable left, turntable right, but you needed a cassette deck because the dancers would show up for their opening dance with their tracks mixed on the cassette.
Yeah.
You need a cassette deck for that. Yeah. You need channel for that. You didn't want to be unplugging.
They take pencil, put inside the hole, you turn the fella a little bit.
Yeah, so been there, done that, man. From the cassettes to the CDs, and then some performers then moved into mini disc.
Yeah. MD. You lah. You the one who told me to go and buy MDs.
Yeah, you could record
an MD player.
So part of that was I think the whole heritage thing was part of me as well. How seeing all of that progression in the industry and saying I have to share this with more people.
So at that stage when you got that first set and it went up in smoke, at that stage when you decided to do that, was it because you've already seen that this is what you want to do moving forward in your life?
In the short term, yes.
In the short
term, yes. I think when you're young at that age, it was after NS. I don't think you think about that far into the future.
You don't? Okay.
I didn't. I certainly didn't.
You didn't know what you wanted to do yet at the time?
No, I had something going, which was gigs. Clients were calling. We would do the gigs. We would listen to the clients.
With that one set?
One set. Of course, then we started going more, and a client was like, hey, I have a show too. I'm like, oh, you have a show, but he has a show too. We need more gear. So initially you say, oh, I can't, I only have one set, I'm doing it for this guy. You realize he's got money to give me, right? What if I bought a second set? I could do both, right?
Right.
And that whole concept just grew from there. And now I have not both, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
God, if I ask you today, having been to your place, roughly how many sets can you actually put up in a night?
Well, okay, we don't really go for quantity now.
Chee.
Because it's really about the quality. And
All
I
right.
think today the work that we do has become a lot more complex.
Okay.
A lot more elements that come into a show. Way different from just parties of the early days. I mean, there are still party elements, but every event is different, right?
Okay, we'll talk about the complexities of current day later. Let's go back then. at that age when you were young and you had the first set went kaput. Then after that, you had a replacement set. I'm pretty sure after that, right?
Yeah. I went and bought another set of speakers. It was speaker and amplifier PV. With that time, it was already the CS1000 amplifier.
Oh, the CS1000 PV.
Not the
Power,
800. The 800 was
Power
the
M,
really
yeah.
heavy ones, but I got new PVM, CS1000.
So you want to replace the 800 with the 1000?
No. My old M and the old speakers, Wang.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't anything famous that you would remember today. But yeah, so I got a pair of PVs.
Yep.
Went out there, did shows with it. Don't care. 50 packs, 200 packs. It was just the same pair of speakers. Just go, get a boom.
And nobody funded you for your business at that time. You went to buy all the equipment.
No, my parents put in some money.
Okay.
My parents put in some money early on for the initial. I said, well, this is what I want to do. This is good. And I was getting paid, right? So I was generating small income. And then that just kept funding the business as it went along.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can we easily say that your folks didn't have an issue with you going into this business?
Going in, not really. I think at that time they saw it as a youthful passion.
Okay.
So it's like, okay lah. It's like if your kid wants to ride bicycle, you buy them an expensive bicycle. If they like, I don't know, what else was expensive hobbies back in those days?
I don't know, man.
That time no computer, ma.
Yeah, I also don't know.
Computer.
I don't spend a lot of money when I was younger.
Or maybe some gaming. No lah.
No, not even then, yeah.
Gaming,
Where got games? Go and play goalie, yeah.
Last time
Game and watch.
Game and watch.
or on your watch also you got boxing game or calculator boxing game. Yeah.
But yeah. So and then of course because this was I was already doing it when I enlisted for NS.
Yeah.
And then after that
was it a business already by then? Was it an entity, a business entity already at that stage? Before NS?
Yes, I think it was.
So you did the whole shebang. You went to, at that time we call it ROC, and now it's Accra.
Yeah, Anson Road.
Yeah, you went to ROC and you incorporated the business.
I did, yeah.
Wow.
What was the early days?
Bloody hell, so young you knew how to do that?
Yeah, I don't really remember how I knew how to do that. But I remember in the early days, there were clients who would be like, so who's your sales guy? Like, how come we always talk to you? And I was like, no, that means personal service. Well, I'm very concerned about your show, so I will attend to everything. But truth of the matter, there was no one else, right? And then when I showed up to the actual gig, oh, you are I'm passionate about making sure your show turns out well. So I'm personally going to set it up. I'm personally going to DJ. I mean, I'm sure people saw through it after a while. But then of course, by then I stopped emceeing, so I wasn't working with end clients. I was kind of dabbling a little bit in event management. It wasn't even called that in those days, right?
Yeah, it wasn't.
There wasn't even such a concept.
We didn't even know what it.
It was called entertainment companies.
Correct. Yes.
Entertainment companies back then.
Yes.
Not EOs, not agencies.
Correct. Right.
Entertainment companies.
All those were unheard of terms. Yeah.
So I think trying a little bit of everything, I realized, okay, if I did the tech side of things, I would still enjoy myself. I would still be in touch, but I could just do more of it.
Yep.
And so I decided, let's focus on that. And then incorporated a business called Ultimax Productions. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
Very cheesy name now, looking back. But I thought we have to be the best of the best, the ultimate of the ultimate, the maximum of the maximum.
I mean, dude, a lot of names were cheesy. Back then, there were companies like Megaforce. Hello. If you don't,
to be fair,
if that's not cheesy, I don't know what is.
I kind of maybe was in that vein of Ultimax. I wasn't good enough being the ultimate. I wanted to be the maximum. That didn't last too long. But yeah, so after I left university, I actually didn't complete university.
Okay.
And then I got a partner in.
Wait, Choto. Let's go back a little bit again. I like to cover stuff from that's way back in history. Really, it's just so interesting. The performers and entertainers that you worked with, there were plenty way back when you started. Yeah?
Yes.
And the early years of your business. If you take a look at those guys, then just to name a few, the guys that people like Buddy Lauren,
wow,
right? Which I remember that you used to support his show quite a lot. Yeah. And who else? Who else can we name from back then? You mentioned earlier on about Jason Gilakatong. But that's an MC. But we're talking about performers, entertainers.
Ming.
Okay, Ming.
Right? She had Susie Wong show for the longest time. Right. And then now she does the pole and all the
pole dancing stuff.
Acrobatic stuff. But is it acrobatic? No.
I don't know.
But yeah, really cool stuff.
It's definitely not aerobatics. Yeah.
And she's amazing, right? She's gone through the business all these years, reinventing. There was a season where acts would come in for the D&D peak. They would be brought in.
Foreign acts.
They would stay here for 3 months, 4 months.
Guys like Russ Merlin and all.
Russ Merlin, there was Bob Arno, there was Safri Boys, right? Safri Duo is the
African drum
band, but there was Safri Boys that they would jump around.
Okay.
Yeah. And you would see them on Friday, on Saturday, maybe on Sunday at a family day, because they would be just milking all the shows, right? They would make the best of the time that they had here. They were being sold to all the entertainment companies.
Right.
They were being booked. They made their money. The agents made their money. It was a kind of a nice
time.
Nice time, yeah.
Compared to today, what's the difference?
I'm not so much in the party scene today. I do a lot more corporate work. I think entertainment is still there. You maybe don't get as much of the foreign acts anymore. But there are a fair share of entertainers, people who go up there, do songs, stand-up comedy, magicians, the younger breed, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's just evolution. And people understanding what makes audiences click and tweaking the shows. I don't think some of those acts from the 90s, if you brought them back on stage today, I don't know if they work.
Really?
I don't know, right? And then whether you have that sort of talent anymore. I'm not saying we don't have the talent. I'm saying no. I think it is there. But there are many other options, because it's about, if you were going to bring in a foreign act,
right?
What is it going to cost?
Yeah.
How much are you going to have to sell that? What about the logistics? And then does it actually become viable?
Maybe the difference here, Sheldon, would be if you look at the difference between the audiences way back when compared to the audience of today,
That one,
the reception towards these things are different, right?
yeah.
What?
I think people in general are
Yeah.
a lot more high strung today,
Uh-huh.
myself included. Society has changed, right? People are not as carefree, a little bit more self conscious, a little bit more worried about what they do and the outcomes of what they do. Stress levels just a lot higher.
And well,
Is that the price of progress? Is that just a general societal shift globally? Is that because of media, the availability of media, where people can share ideas a lot quicker today, be influenced by what they see?
or you get screwed over
pressure.
basically by social media too, lah.
Yeah. I mean, it's got good and bad, right?
So when you have, you said you're doing more corporate stuff right now. So I don't know whether you would know or don't know, because I'd like to know. Let's say, for example, a typical D&D, which is typical D now, dinner, forget about dance, which I wish, that more event companies and event management people would be able to sit down and plan a dance segment or dance segments into their show program. And I think it is highly possible for it to be done. But when these guys attend a company dinner, because the bosses will say, "Oh, you guys did a great job this year. We're throwing a company party, to reward you, have some fun, let your hair down." And do people still let their hair down? Or are they worried about their bosses and supervisors and managers looking at them?
I think it's they want to catch the MRT lah. Maybe I don't know, but yes. In the old days, we used to always end shows past midnight.
Definitely,
Easily, right?
Easy,
and it was a kind of a contest on who could end their show later.
Correct.
Man, you did a better job of keeping your crowd.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Today is can we wrap this up quickly so banquet can clear up and get ready for tomorrow's event, and the guys can go home faster.
So you're
everybody wants to go home.
You're talking about, you're saying banquet says shut down.
No, banquet doesn't say shut down.
Yeah, banquet doesn't say that. Okay.
But people, I mean, of course, if a party goes on till late, if there's a reason, like there are weddings that go on till very late because everybody's in a very good mood.
Yeah.
You've got a good DJ there, the music is good, enough alcohol, everybody's feeling really happy. It just goes on and on. Sometimes they adjourn to an after party.
Correct, yeah.
Right? So I think if it's a corporate party, then I don't know, maybe people are a bit more
quite opposite now. Before in the past,
high-strung
the weddings,
because
people go back early.
It's like I still have to show up at work on Monday.
Yeah.
And should I really be partying, or maybe people are careful about losing control of themselves if they party too much, and
then people say a lot of judgments, right? Judgments.
It's like in the office nobody knows I'm like that, but why?
But the interesting thing you said just now is about catching the last train. Let's examine this.
Because the Grab,
Grab is Grab
at 12:30 from a hotel in Orchard.
Taxi lah, bro.
Hey, very expensive, no?
Taxi, different from Grab.
Yeah, still a lot of money. Then how you want to claim?
Look, we didn't pay very little either way back when. We talk about the value, the value of the dollar lah, okay?
But
back then,
I don't know lah.
See, that's the thing.
I think
we paid midnight surcharge too.
I think people still go out to party. There are DJs from the old days sharing about. They're working, and guys like Rico, right, working with the retro clubs.
Yeah, Rico, Malcolm.
Marquee is always full, but that's a bit different kind of entertainment.
Yeah, that's kind of a different kind of entertainment.
Be seen sort of thing, right?
Yes.
Which is I think you had some of that in the old days. Maybe we were young, we didn't know about it. I think. I'm sure there was, right?
I can only think of Xanadu. Or Chinois.
Yeah, see? So it did exist, right? I think society evolves. Things change, right? And I think we have to change from our generation. We have to accept that the landscape will be different. What we used to enjoy, the newer generation may not enjoy in the same way. We can try and bring it back. I mean, the fact that you have some of the clubs that the older DJs are working in and playing retro music, and you're getting older people because they're bringing back their younger party memories, right?
Yeah.
They're going out there, they're buying bottles, they're keeping the businesses
See,
alive.
after the older people,
So-
like older than us and us as well,
Yeah.
when we are gone, that's it.
But it would have given rise to a different dynamic. Now I hear people talking about
Coffee
Coffee
clubbing.
parties,
Coffee clubbing. Well, I really hate that shit, no?
it's like, I mean, I haven't been to one.
This whole season has been nothing
What is it?
about that we've
They
been
put
talking
whiskey in
about.
their coffee or-
No, dude, it's
It's just
just
coffee.
I don't get drunk, and I feel I don't, you know, I keep healthy, and then we can still go back home. It's still daylight. We can go for dinner after that and go back home. You know, don't have to worry about catching the last train, last bus.
Okay, it's not a bad thing, right?
Oh my gosh, you're being so politically correct.
No, I mean,
Fucking hell.
yeah, it's not what we partied when we were young. It's not how we partied when we were young.
Dude.
But maybe we have to learn to.
What's that thing, Kai, that people used for the dating app? What's it called?
Dating app.
What's the dating app thing called?
I'm off the market.
I know I'm off the market too. That's the
I'm
reason
old
why
guy
I don't
already.
bloody remember the
I
name of
don't
it.
know.
There is a dating app that's very popular around the world. What the hell is it called?
Is it?
Huh?
Are you talking about Tinder?
Tinder. That's right.
Tinder.
Back then, who the hell has Tinder? You know, we would go out clubbing, go out to parties, and then we meet girls.
Yeah, so
You
that's,
know what
that's
I'm
the thing. You
saying?
see, there are a lot of different mechanisms today to achieve the same things we would achieve when we went out partying. Right?
You see,
The world has changed. What did we use? What? How did you? You know, last time pager. You ask youngster lah. Who knows what is pager now? Then you
Yeah,
have to
but-
put code.
well, the wonderful thing about that is that we would rather be so excited to meet this person face to face because we got a page from this person and say, I'm going to see you soon or whatever. You know, then,
So
yeah.
I think change will always be there. Change is different, but it's not necessarily bad. I know I sound like being very politically correct.
You
but,
sound so fucking politically
Right,
correct. What are you
right.
talking about, man?
but no. Look, hear me out. It takes two hands to clap, right?
Oh, God.
So
here we go.
rather than us lamenting that the youngsters don't know how to party, the youngsters, why the oldster don't want to change?
The Ulster, huh?
We must learn, ma. We must
Look
learn
at my
to
t-shirt,
adapt.
man. What does it say? What does it say?
Stuck. That's the problem. Stuck is always a negative
Stuck
connection.
in the 90s.
Right? If you're stuck, something is wrong.
Come on.
Stuck is not the desired outcome in most scenarios.
We
right?
grew up in the 80s and we rocked the freaking 90s, man.
Yes.
Come on, man.
And so when we go out, we have fun. We let the youngsters, the 2000 something, you know, now the younger generation, right?
My son lah. The Zennials lah.
So you have to show them, hey, uncle used to like that.
Yeah,
And
they
then
look-
whether they look at you and are like,
They look
No
at you
lah.
funny, boss. They look at
because
you funny,
there was
okay?
I mean, we had to learn this from the older folks, right? Our
Yeah,
parents, our
yeah.
uncles. And we're like, no lah, now the music is like that. What these old songs all, right? The older songs.
No, I tell you what's
The
great thing.
vintage songs.
I tell you what's great thing, okay? My wife and I, we have this place that we like to go and party because they play our kind of music. And also because the people there, you know, we're so familiar with them, right? And I'll say it lah. It's at Mel's Place Restaurant and Bar in Katong.
Okay. How
So-
come you never brought me there?
Okay, hey, bro, you can come anytime, bro.
Okay.
No, I'll be there this Friday night if you want to join us, okay?
Cannot, Friday busy.
That's why. Yeah, so, tell you. So bands all play, you know. I love that, right? I love the live music and stuff. No DJ, sadly, but got bands. At least not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Then the best part, it ends at 11 p.m. to final last set. I can go home early, so because not because I want to catch bus, I drive car, okay? But it's because I'm getting old, so I don't mind having a
No, but
party.
the club closes or you leave
The
at
band,
11?
last band
The
set ends at
finishes
11 p.m.
What happens
Yeah.
after that?
People can stay back if they like. I mean,
Where's
the
the
club's still
entertainment?
open. There's no more entertainment.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So not so good, right?
that's the thing, lah. It's
But they stay open.
like what we were talking about earlier. Dead air, bro. Dead air. So yeah,
Maybe it's the cost,
There definitely is a
get
cost.
a good DJ.
Yeah.
You got to pay him a good wage.
correct. Definitely the
Have some
cost.
gear set up.
Sometimes they do have they invite DJs to come and play and all that.
Yeah,
They do.
yeah.
But anyway, coming back to the point is that sometimes the place is filled basically with people about our generation and the ones before ours. Okay, the older people, and people will dance and all that. Then the younger lot comes in. Then they look at us funny, and they start laughing at the old people all loncat, all dancing, having a good time. They look at all these people, all this generation people all crazy and they like to go and dance. I'm like, screw you, dude. Come on.
That is the generation.
Get in on
gap,
the
right?
action, man. Get in on
Generation
the
gap.
action, man. What's wrong?
So what? Like your son, what is their action?
He listens to music, and a lot of these young guys like today, I realize, like to listen to hip hop. But I'm glad to say that where he's concerned, he does also roll back the old songs, because Daddy here, you got influence.
you.
And then all of a sudden one day he tells me this. No, he tells me, no, Daddy, I'm listening to all the white female songs. I say, what white female
What
songs?
is white female songs? Come, enlighten me.
Madonna, Mariah Carey, what's the face? Celine Dion. And they go, why? No lah, I just felt the mood to listen to white female songs.
I didn't know there was a genre
That's the
for
thing.
white female songs.
That's the thing. And then now got hip hop jazz. I said, what the hell's that? And they are so into hip hop. It drives me up the freaking wall. And guess who's his number one artist? Favorite of all time? Kanye.
Well, it's music.
And he could even tell me once, and I wanted to really strangle him, better than Elvis. I tell you, asking for bloody trouble on damn traitor. Yeah, so...
No lah, it's perspective lah, right? It's perspective.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tell you, I think I want to go and find myself a little island somewhere and then go and get away from everybody, Okay.
No.
You were saying that you didn't complete your degree. Did you or did you not complete your degree in NUS? Bloody hell. I'm
No,
so
I didn't.
confused.
I didn't.
So you did not graduate with a degree at all?
I did not graduate with a degree. I did 4 years in university.
Mm-hmm.
I studied building. And the reason I studied building was because it was a 4-day school week. No lessons on Friday. So I could go and
What
do
the
some
fuck?
gigs
What
every
the
Friday,
fuck, man?
and then do Saturday, and then come back to school on Monday.
I mean, who the fuck, bro, picks a bloody
And
degree
then-
program
and then-
because of that?
But it was beautiful. I think I'm almost the luckiest guy on the planet. And then I think year 2 and 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just 1 year. I forget because it was all a blur. We had classes on Thursday that was drafting.
Okay.
So you didn't really have to use your brain, right? It
Okay.
was getting into the lab, you would draw building plans and you learn a different thing each week. The class starts at 2 p.m. on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
And back in the day, guess what happens every Wednesday night?
What?
On Jiak Kim Street,
Zouk?
Zouk,
Yeah.
Mambo Jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo, yeah.
Every week, without fail, me and a whole bunch of university friends, we would be at Mambo Jumbo. We do the Midnight Madness with the Long Island tea, the bourbon coke,
Yeah.
and get enough recovery time, show up to NUS, 2 o'clock,
Thursday.
sometimes half koyak, but never mind because the class wasn't intense. It was very practical, right? So
Okay.
you could pull through. And then Friday, no class. Okay, what?
Quite sure, huh?
So
Good
it
life,
turned out
huh?
well, yeah. But I think I do have a little bit of regret because very idealistic, right? When you're young, and at the end of the 4 years, it was you have to do your final year thesis, and it just somehow came. The briefing and the guidance from the lecturer came across to me as choose your topic, go to the library and look for other people's work on the topic that you like, copy, rephrase it, and then build your own version of that, right?
That's
Yes, I'm
plagiarizing,
simplifying it.
man.
No, but it wasn't copy and paste lah, right? But it just felt to me like
It's somebody else's work.
I'm going to pick up information from works that have come before me, because you had to cite sources. And you had to
Right. Yeah.
put things together to come up with your argument, right?
Right.
Of course, now, it was critical thinking and organize your thoughts and understand the subject matter. But stupid me in those days, I just felt, this is just copy and paste. What? Is that really an education? And I already was learning stuff, right? I was learning stuff. I was doing okay. My grades were okay. I could understand the stuff that was being taught. But I just didn't do my thesis.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hit the deadline. I said, no, I have nothing to hand.
You didn't do because you didn't want to do it, or because you
it
didn't
was,
want to do
it was almost like a rebellion of like, how is that supposed to judge how good I am? It's like I'm passing all my exams, but my final graduation depends on me being able to copy and paste well enough.
So as a matter of principle, you decided to just not do it.
Kind of. Looking back now, I was like, damn stupid. Like,
Why stupid?
because I could have just copy paste what? Then I got my degree. Right?
But then again, you would have gone against your principles, what?
Yeah lah, what principle or
What
now no
about
degree,
the
no.
fuck?
Now no degree.
But you
No degree, but I studied 4 years. 4 years.
okay.
But I was doing gigs while I was studying. I was having quite a lot of fun. I was learning things that actually are still relevant till today.
Yeah.
I studied about building structures. We studied a bit about law in terms of building contracts. I understand a little bit about the law. We studied electricity. We study about jamban. That one, I'm not so sure how useful it is lah. But a lot of things in building, when I work now in venues, I
Relevance.
understand how buildings work.
There's relevance,
I put
yeah.
up structures overhead for equipment. I understand what to do, what not to do, or when the professional engineer has some comments about our design, I understand what they're talking about, right? Rather than, which is also Andrew. I don't know, back in the day, Spectrum, Andrew.
Which Andrew? There are two Andrews. Andrew Wong.
Andrew Tan.
Okay, the
Andrew
tall
Tan,
guy. Yeah.
Who's who went on and studied, became an engineer, and today I work with Andrew. Andrew does all the
Do you?
professional engineering.
You still meet up with Andrew Tan?
Yeah, we are in touch all the time, because every time we have to endorse a structure to make sure that it's safe. Andrew does that work for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So we still work together.
Oh wow.
So Andrew is an engineer, but Andrew was with an event company in those days, entertainment company.
just so you guys
30
know,
years
give
ago,
you some
easily
context.
30 years ago.
Yeah. In the old days, 30 years ago, the two Andrews you're talking about, Andrew Wong and Andrew Tan, were the bosses of an event company called Spectrum Promotions. That yours truly was actually, I gave them my rights. So I was exclusive to that company for a good number of years. Yeah. Okay. So wow, I've not seen Andrew Tan in.
So yeah, we're still connected all these years later, doing slightly different things. But I like it that how as an industry, there's so many relationships that are forged.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the work that we do that is very passion driven. It's ultimate, right? You get to do what you love to do, and you make a living out of it. It's not true that every day is like what do they say? If you work what you love,
every day is a
every day
vacation.
is like there are going to be shit days, right?
Definitely.
So don't believe all of that. But I think having some love with what you do helps you get over the shit days a little bit easier.
Yeah, basically it's like a little sunlight peeking out of the clouds sometimes when things go bad.
Yeah, no, sometimes all clouds are. Then you got to really find the sunlight, or sometimes just
a very bright light that you probably have tons of in your warehouse. Shine it through.
Yeah, but if the power trips, then no light, right?
Then ask you, you left NUS. Wow, man of principle.
Okay, shut up.
Left NUS, and then you decided that that you would just continue with the AVL business.
Yes. I was doing parties, and I think it just progressed naturally. You know, we would do parties, doing the sound. In those days, lighting was very simple, and then you have a client who would be, hey, we need some projectors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it started the trend of playing some games with the video.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Start of multimedia back in those days.
Yeah.
And it was silly things, right?
Yeah, I hated it.
You had it on VHS,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. Yeah, it was video in a tape, actual tape, right?
There was even a time when they had a stupid robot.
Who's that, robot?
There was a robot.
Yeah, but
This is robot that malfunctioned for the lucky draw.
oh shit. Yeah, but yeah. So there was video that was starting to come into the shows, and then I think we had a client that said, "I'll since you're already here, why do I have to pay someone else to bring the video projectors? Why don't you provide the video projectors?" And I said, "Well, I don't have money to buy projectors." And he actually said, I'll buy 2 projectors and you bring it on my show, but I won't pay you as kind of an installment plan to pay back for those projectors."
Seriously?
Legit. So it's like, how lucky can I be, right? So somebody...
Who offers this kind of stuff, man?
So he was like, because then he just had to deal with me,
Oh,
right? So one point of contact, and we had already been proving ourselves to be doing quite decent work for audio. So it's like, like there'll be another group that comes just to do the projectors.
Wow,
why don't you do the projectors?
that is nuts, man.
And then it was like, oh, I need park hands. I'm like, no, I don't have. Like, go and buy lah. So by then the work was coming in. It's like, oh, if the clients need this, then let's start buying, right? We buy. And then one gig comes along, like, oh, but do you know how to hang the lights? We need some truss. And I say, yeah, not really. So ask around people. I think first few gigs we get other companies, bigger companies to help us. And then from then we say, not so hard, what? Can do, So buy small set of my initial show needed 4 lengths of truss. I buy 4 lengths of truss.
It was a big deal, you know.
And then
Back then, when I heard you guys got trussing, the guys on Spectrum were like over the bloody moon, you know.
Yeah, we had 4 sticks, and then a show needed something a little bit longer. Bought 2 more, and then today we have a few hundred. So it just it just kept going, kept going. Like a monster, runaway monster, right? So
you focus completely on the business. At that time, have you decided at that time that this is it, this is what I'm going to do? Completely. When you walked out of the honors program?
No.
Still no?
No. It was when you're younger, you don't really think so far.
But you've already left NUS.
So you think, okay lah, I have a business too. And then, people talk about, but now you have no fallback plan. What if your business fails?
Yeah.
So then it was like, then don't fail lah. So you just kept working harder.
Because your initial reason for going in to university is because you wanted to have a fallback, and having a piece of paper would help, right?
No, I went to university because Friday no.
Shut up lah, you. Even if you don't go to university, you can still have a Friday off lah. You know what I mean? But you signed up for your program, your honors program, because you wanted a buffer, right?
Yes, I think generally that was the idea.
Yeah.
That was sort of the standard path everybody would take.
Yeah.
Right?
4 years later, with so much gusto and bravado,
4 years later,
our principal walked out of NUS, and then you said, I got a business, I'm going to go and I might as well just do this. And then you went to do it, and then but still, you have not decided that this is the one. It wasn't a marriage yet.
I think you never know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was like, let's do this and see where it gets us.
Okay. So it was still a test water kind of thing.
Yeah, but it was cannot go stun already lah. Like you're already in the deep end.
Yeah,
mah.
so fuck like so
you got a quick.
you
keep
decided to
swimming lah.
marry the business already lah.
I guess lah. Okay lah. If you say like that, yeah, can lah.
Was there passion already for the business at that time?
No, the passion is 1989.
What happened in 1999?
I first started out on the mic. It was It was the parties. It was bringing
1999, dude. 1989. Okay.
89. And the passion kept there throughout, because then it was, if we do the gear, we are helping the entertainers to deliver their shows.
But confirming the business end of it wasn't something that you've decided yet lah. You just felt that I've got this, I must use it, and failure's not an option, so therefore I push it ahead. Was that it?
Yeah. I think it's always been like that.
Okay.
That
Looking
just
back
kind of
now,
just-
looking
it's a
back
journey
now,
lah, it's a
what
journey.
advice would you give to a young person today who is questioning the traditional path and considering forging on their own? Doesn't have to be in the AVL business. Since you're one who's gone for an honors program and our principal, I have to keep repeating that, no?
Stop, stabbing case, I'll stab you, I tell you. This will be the first stabbing on the CCB show.
Chris Henson Conversation show at the CCB TV studios.
CCB TV,
Okay, let me get it straight. Okay, and then right. What advice would you give a young guy?
Go je.
Huh?
Go je.
Go je.
Go je.
Go je.
Go je. Okay, I the traditional path, meaning study, get a job.
Get a job.
Right? Even then, you need to find your passion. Right? So I don't think that we should be differentiating traditional versus forge on your own.
Okay.
Being a case of work for someone versus start your own business.
Okay.
Because I think business is not for everyone.
Okay.
There are, I've seen my fair share of people who've tried to go into business. They've got the right ideas, they've got the right passion, but they just can't hold it together.
Okay. And why do you think that?
Management.
Management what? What
Managing business.
Okay,
There are so many elements to the business
Okay.
that don't touch on the actual work that you do,
Right.
which are mundane, right? And sometimes people say, no, I can hire people for that. But because you don't understand it, you don't have enough oversight of what your people are doing, and you're the leader and you don't have a way to control what goes on, or you don't have enough knowledge about what is going on, and you keep focusing on your passion, and then it's all driven down to the ground. And then, yes, you can look back and blame somebody, blame your lack of experience, blame your whatever. But it doesn't mean that doing what you love means you have to start a business. There are many ways to do that. So I don't think it's an all or nothing decision. I don't think it's a case of, it doesn't mean that you go into a job, the traditional, what we think is traditional, right? Get your education, go for an interview, go into a job
Yeah.
in the trade that you learned,
Yeah.
and then climb the corporate ladder.
Right.
Like, if you don't have passion doing that, you're also not going to get anywhere. What?
Well, basically, if you go into the traditional route and then you get a job and then you get your promotions and you go for courses that your bosses sent you for, and you learn a couple of things. And then as the years go by with some experience in hand in the corporate world, you can come out and do your own business, and you might just you could stand even better because you have experience and understanding, a firmer ground to stand on. That could be also one of the things I think that people can take the route people can take.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's hard. I don't think there's a. I think that if someone has passion and is able to find a way to translate that into making a living, then by all means go for it. But I think there are people who grow to love what they do, even though it's not their core passion, and you find the joy and the satisfaction in doing that. So then it becomes my passion and maybe hobby.
right.
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 I'm just lucky that they aligned.
Yeah.
and then we get to do
Like what I'm doing here, lah. My passion, my hobby, but not making money. Okay. Well,
There's some like donation link. Call 1-800. Support Chris Henson.
The Chris Henson Conversation benefit. Okay. When you officially started TPP, the production people, man. I mean, I'm quite hazy about this, though we've known each other for a long time. The transition from Ultimax to TPP, what happened in between? Or was it just a company name change?
It was let's go pro. I think that was the point where we said, this is working.
So that's where you decided that this is really a marriage.
And then I brought in a partner. It's my university classmate. He came on board. He was already helping me on gigs while we were in university.
Terrence,
yes. And then he came on board as a partner. So like, okay, let's start a new company. Let's try to go pro. So by then you got a bit cringy at this Ultimax. Solid. And so we needed something a little bit more neutral. And then the production people was born. Everything back in the day was a something productions. We were still a very small company. The thinking was that if we couldn't compete with the latest gear or the most gear, somehow, I'm not sure how the idea came about, that let's focus on the people instead. And so we said, let's call ourselves the production people, because then people would be like, so how many speakers do you have? Like, well, it's okay, because we have the best people. It doesn't matter how many speakers we have.
Clever, man.
And we wouldn't be always kind of be back of the line in terms of ranking, right? So I decided to just shift the focus, and to today that's very important, because I think you would know. You go on a show, no matter how good the gear is, if the people who are working the show are not good people, you can tell, right?
Okay.
The show doesn't turn out as good.
Yeah. It's like a chef, man. A good chef and a bad chef. Or a chef on a bad day who's got in a bad mood and the food just tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Same recipe, but tastes like shit.
And good ingredients, but somehow tak kena,
Something
right?
tak kena,
yeah. So that's where the production people was born. Along the years, then when it was time to incorporate as a private limited, the idea was that if we shortened our name, and because it was quite a mouthful, so in the industry, people were already calling us TPP. So I said, okay, what if we shorten the name so it would be faster and easier for clients to write our name on the check? So we will get paid first, because, if they were going to pay TPP Private Limited versus Super Fantastic Productions Private Limited, it would be easier to write us a check first. And so we will get paid faster versus somebody with a longer name, right?
Bloody hell.
And then, I know. And then TPP Private Limited was born. So the production people is the brand. We still operate that as a brand.
I want to tell people or clients, potential clients about, and if back in the day especially, right, when I recommend you guys for AVL support, right, I tell people, don't worry, this company zero defect one.
No lah, you never see only.
Even you see, that's the thing.
Sure got cock up, man.
But we don't see the cock up. That's the best part, you see. Yeah. And I always say zero defect, man. TPP, really. I hats off to you guys.
I think having investing in the right gear and then having a dedicated team.
Oh, great! You mentioned that, because this is my next thing here. Great gear, right? TPP is invested in high-end equipment like Robert Juliet Follow Spots and your IVL photons, right? Wow. Let's take a look at those. Kai, there you go. What
the box?
Yeah, the box are IVL photons, yeah. And then now we're going to show you what these babies do. Kai, can you play those vids, please? No. The hell? What the hell?
It's IVL, right?
So the immersiveness is the immersion is your audience is being immersed in the light. Is that what you guys? Is that what you do?
That's the idea.
That's what it does. Rita Chua,
another one performer from
But I love those lights, man. I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to showcase that one here. You guys spend a lot of money on these things, huh?
Yeah, they come out of a French company. And again, I saw them in an exhibition. I looked at it and I was a bit mind blown. I was like, what's going on here? I've never actually seen these things, right?
Yeah.
I had some interaction with them earlier on when they had some older products. But again, it was how are we going to use these on our shows, right? Not very mainstream,
right?
But I think for me it was, what can we bring to market so that our clients have something a little bit unique to differentiate their shows, so that audiences don't get sick and tired of seeing the same show, right? Nowadays, every show is a big screen, some colorful graphic, nice big logo, and then lights all over the place.
Yeah.
This is a way to just, let's try something a bit different.
Do clients really listen or ask about these kind of things? Are they interested in even listening?
Because we work with the event companies. We work with some lighting designers. So I think it's just a way of us as a provider keeping in touch with the trends, daring to go where it's not mainstream. It doesn't go out every day. It's not the biggest money making thing, but I think when somebody wants to create a show that's slightly different, they know we can deliver, right? So it's really about working with our clients to be able to bring something a bit different to their show, because then it helps them bring something different to the end user clients.
Right.
It differentiates away from everybody who has a very similar proposal.
Yeah, I'm going to have a very cheeky question to ask you.
Don't like that, eh?
Maza. What is the single most important thing that sets TPP apart from its competitors? Don't be shy, huh?
We say what, we do what.
Okay.
We say what, we do what. I think that's what I hear from a lot of people, that we are reliable. Which, why is that not happening more often, right? I think with anything, if you buy, if you went and bought a 55-inch TV, you'd expect to get 55 inches, right?
Yeah.
If you went and you ordered,
what kind of freaking
no, I mean, if you ordered chicken rice, you would expect
chicken,
but you will get your chili, ginger, right, soy sauce,
okay,
right? So why are there clients who tell of the experience where they don't get what they expect? Either shortchange or under-delivered. And I think I've always focused on that if people are going to pay us X dollars, they should get that exact amount back in value of services that was promised to them. And thankfully, there are people who don't live up to that expectation. Not so good for the industry, but thankfully, because they make us look good, right? They make us look good.
What the fuck?
I wish there were less, because then it means the whole industry elevates. But you always have to have...
See the political bloody correctness.
I know. But you have to always have good and bad, right? If there's good, if everybody's same, then who's better, right? So I think the fact that we've always been reliable, we'll pull out all the stops that we can to deliver what we've promised or what the client expects, and open about it. If there's something that we know we can't achieve, we have to early on in a good negotiation say, hang on, I'm not just going to say yes because you're a client, but it's not going to turn out the way you're thinking, okay? And sometimes we have to do demos, sometimes we would do a mock-up, sometimes we will advise the client, no, this is not going to work, because you just think it's going to work, it's easy for you to sell it, but I think we'll have a problem. And
when you say client, you mean the event companies,
right? Yeah. And then sit down with them and say, here's a way we can fix the problem.
Right.
Let's have a chat about it. Sometimes we get on a Zoom call and we talk things through. And I think there are clients who appreciate that, because we understand the tech. they understand what they need to sell.
Right.
And so for us, helping them to understand what we can do helps them to deliver. Then we become sort of partners. So it's it's like just go out there and do awesome shows lah.
And that should be the creed of even for the entertainer as well. Go out there and do awesome. Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, in my mind, that's what I think.
Yeah, agree.
Let's talk about the Star Association, shall we?
The Star Association.
Which you're president of the association.
I'm the default president only because there hasn't been much activity. Sadly, I think. So Star, for those of you who
Correct. Yes. Let's talk
a little bit of
about that.
background, right?
Background.
The
Yeah.
Star stands for Singapore Talents, Artists and Resources. Quite a mouthful, but it was started off for the entertainment industry, live events, entertainment industry, as opposed to sort of like the arts, right? Because it was kind of, there was a gap between the arts and what about
Entertainment.
people in entertainment, in live events, right? So the association was started not by me. I came on a little bit later. Dinde was the president before me.
Yeah.
Those of you who know him, great guy. I kena arrow. I picked it up and I said, okay, yeah, let's try and do something for our industry. I think it was well, not I think, I know it was started off for the industry to have a collective voice so that we would be able to champion the rights of practitioners within the industry.
Right.
And I think there was some good that has come out of it. We used to do in the early days some courses and training. There were some early courses on very basic AVL to help events people or people who were not in AVL understand AVL a bit better, so they could get themselves out of a fix of like if they were on a small show and there was nobody there and the system was giving some issues, they understood a little bit, right? We did a couple of rounds of legal training so that people will understand the law.
The rights and remedies.
Yeah. Law, contracts,
Right.
and how if they were being bullied by a bigger client, they could stand up for themselves. It was bits of stuff like that. And then of course we all know 2020 came along, end of 2019 came along. We all know what happened then. And thankfully, because we had an association, the association is officially active. It's a registered society in the Registrar of Societies. We file tax returns every year. We pay very little tax because we're not collecting membership fees anymore. But I do think it's something worth reviving. Maybe I have overstayed my welcome and definitely open to a younger generation willing to work with the pioneers and say, where can we bring this? I think the landscape has changed a lot after COVID. But during COVID, because there was an association, there was an ability for people to come together and say, what can we do collectively? We could rally people together. I think many of you in the industry are on chat groups. The WhatsApp chat groups with the resources, freelancers, EOs was really a way to quickly bring people together to get feedback on the issues people were facing so that we could take this up to authorities and get help for the industry.
Right.
I won't dare to say we totally nailed it, but I am quite proud to say that I think we did play a part. Not we, I would say we generically, that the fact that it was an association allowed us to quickly pull people together.
Galvanize.
And get help for people
who need the help,
who were facing these things that were unprecedented, right? There was a lot of feedback going on. Almost every week I would be on a Zoom call with NTUC. We were figuring out ways, we were sharing job opportunities. There were people who were being social distancing ambassadors with the red shirts. There were people who were helping taxi drivers processed their claims, sitting in the I don't know where they were, but they were getting paid doing that, right? The government's way of let's find work for people,
Right.
so we pay. They didn't want to do straight out handouts.
Right.
They had the grants. Some people were like, oh, but we are single company owners. We lobbied for it, and then on a subsequent budget, it was yes, we'll let directors be eligible for the grants as well. So there was quite a bit of work that was being done. There was a lot of help from the authorities. And the fact that the communities still exist today, I think just is testament to the fact that having a grouping is important. I think today things like training and upping the standards, we did a couple of rounds of rigging training as well to help so that there wouldn't be so many accidents. Whether that is maybe the focus or really looking at where people don't have somewhere to turn to, and having an association as that sort of safety net of saying, can we maybe build some funds that if people have a family issue and they don't have enough insurance, can the association, can we help our own, right?
Yeah.
It's one area we've thought about. But yeah, I think as COVID started to ease off and shows started coming back, everybody was busy trying to get their lives back in order, trying to, and it's a long thing, right? Like, is COVID a thing anymore to anybody?
Don't think so.
Right? Not many people are afraid, right? But there's long COVID, right?
Yeah.
And there's long COVID, right?
Yeah.
Business owners, I am still paying loans that were taken during COVID to keep the business alive. So that's my long COVID. But it's fine, right? Because work has come back, everybody's back to work, renewed passion. But it's something that had such a great impact because all of them were 5-year loans. They're mostly finishing soon, but still within the 5 years, right? So there was that big impact. But I think at that moment where everybody's world came crashing down, there was an ability. I conducted a few town halls when the whole nobody can meet. I did online from home, did some town halls. Help every time there was a budget, we would sit together, figure out anything we didn't understand. We'd ask NTUC for help, and then I would put up some slides. I did a town hall on Zoom, just to help everybody navigate the space, help everyone to understand. Because a lot of people in the business were either freelancers or small business owners. So nobody was trained to deal with any of this, right? So it was just us guiding through, okay, if you have a rental dispute, this is what the law says. We helped to write some letters that got some people their benefits.
Wow.
Landlords were not willing to do it.
Yeah.
We had some, I think a small handful of people that got their contracts cancelled, were refusing to get paid. We lobbied that back up and said, come on guys, you have to honor contract. Thankfully it was like sort of government linked hirers that were not doing that. We raised up the issue, those guys got their 50%. So there was some good that came out of it. Could we have done better? Well, hindsight, right? 2020.
Yeah, hindsight 2020.
Yeah, but I think that there is still value in an association.
Yeah.
We've not really been in touch with NTUC so much, but I feel the challenge because the events and entertainment industry is very, very diverse. It's a very wide industry with many, many trades, with many, many different people doing different things, but all with the same end goal.
Yeah.
There are people who do a few different things.
Yeah.
You know? And so the challenge has always been for the authorities to understand us.
Yeah.
Because there's that, how do we help the freelancers? No, but the business owners need help as well.
Yeah.
So to them, okay, then you should start a business association. And I say, yeah, but sometimes the business owner on the weekend gets hired to MC somebody else's show and everyone's fine with that. So we need to help him as well because one day he's a freelancer, another day he's a business owner.
It's a very dynamic,
it's a very diverse and very complex industry.
Yeah.
But it just shows how much talent, how much adaptability we have within the industry. Yeah. And so it's very hard to pinpoint.
I think it's safe to say that during that crisis, the COVID crisis, associations, a lot of associations were responsible in very large ways in helping out their members, including the Singapore Nightlife Association, what they had to do to help the clubs and pubs and bars. And then now I'm hearing from you about Star Association and helping out the members there. And I think we only start to realize the importance of associations, especially of your own respective trades, until we come into this kind of crisis. When shit hits the fan, yeah. When shit hits the fan. Now, I'm just going to end off very quickly. Walking out at NUS. And then at 49, you decided to return to school at Republic Poly.
Okay. Yes,
Why?
I did. Because very free, ma.
What the fuck?
Very free. Okay, so some background. The chair of the course, Jackie, was lecturer at RP, was actually his previous job. He was a client of ours.
Okay.
So he got into the school and they were running this course, and he said, "Hey, do you want to send some of your guys?" So I said, "Okay, yeah, maybe I'll send a guy." I was like, "Can I send myself?" And he's like, "Yeah, you want to go?" And it was
what course is this?
It was a specialist diploma in immersive technology for business.
What's that?
Right? Immersive. Today it's a word that's being thrown around. It was 49 was 4 years back. It was a new thing, right? It was a new thing, maybe not really new, but I thought, okay, we didn't have really much work. There was a lot of work that was still going on in the studios. We still had to wear a mask when we went to school.
Right.
There was a day where we do online classes on Teams, and then a day where we would go back to school on the weekend. So then there was some that were practical. But I really benefited from it.
What is this immersive technology thing? Or
so
immersive reality?
I mean, no, it was them trying to say, okay, let's train about immersive and have people to understand. It was how can you. It wasn't one thing. There were a few different modules, but we learned about audio, we learned about lighting, we learned about gamification, we learned about virtual reality, we learned about
these are emerging tech at the time.
Not emerging. It was really, and part of it was also exploring what immersive really meant.
Okay.
Right. Of course, today you think immersive it's a little bit overused, but it was about it's bringing people into an experience. Oops, sorry.
No problem.
That's immersive. No, it's not. It was about bringing. How do you understand all these different elements to bring people into an experience rather than just watching an experience, right?
Okay.
And we learned things like storytelling. We had to learn how to write script.
Okay.
Because the whole idea was that how do you bring someone into an experience if you don't have a story?
Okay.
So there were all these elements, right? So with storytelling, it was, script writing and storytelling. It was how do you write the script? How do you understand
Sounds
how a
more like an
story
arts
goes,
course than anything else.
right? No, but then there's that whole element of virtual reality. How do you work with 360 cameras?
Okay.
How do you build virtual environments that
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I enjoyed it so much.
It was a part-time program.
Yeah, it was a part-time program.
How long was it for?
It was 2 days. It was, I think, almost a year.
A year?
Yeah.
And it's a diploma?
It's a specialist diploma.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That means I atas already.
Oh, not bad, huh?
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Diploma.
I got I think I got the highest GPA.
Really, yeah.
I topped the class.
Yeah, you went for a bloody honours program and then
I flunked the honours, so I worked hard on the diploma.
Better get a higher GPA.
But it taught me a lot because I understood how to see my work from a different perspective.
Okay.
We learned about people. I mean, there's a module about gamification. It's like, what is gamification?
Yeah, what's
got to do with
gamification?
it? Gamification is how you turn experiences into game so that people interact. And when people interact with something that they're doing, there is that element of getting deeper into the topic, right? It's how, when you buy something and then they say, oh, click here to play a game, and if you spin, you get some points.
Yeah.
You spend more time, you get more exposed to the app.
Yeah.
And with any other different things, if you go out and say, let's put up a roadshow and let me put 5 posters to tell you about something. But if you create some activity behind it, that's gamification. You're turning that messaging into a game. When you involve people, that is also immersiveness. So it was really exploring the definition of immersiveness and how every different element, there's no right and wrong. It wasn't here's what immersive is, right?
My goodness.
But it helped me to understand so much about looking at the work that we do, bringing experiences to audiences, not just from here's what I do, but here's what people are receiving, and then challenge your notion of how can I do that better? How can I work with people who are more talented to improve that experience, to make that experience a lot more multi-sensory, all-encompassing. Immersive is not just projectors all around, right? Everything can be made to be a bit more immersive.
Oh yeah. Now I understand the reason why you bought those lights.
Yeah, so that helps, but yeah, there's so much involved with it. It was very good, very good. And then obviously the nice offshoot was that they did some news publicity to kind of, because I think I was the second oldest guy in the course. So they had me on for like the lifelong learning. You see, you can be an older guy and still come for continuing education.
Oh boy.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay. What's your personal vision for the future? Last question, okay?
We have a vision for tomorrow.
Both for yourself and for TPP.
Just keep doing awesome, man.
Keep doing awesome, huh? Yeah,
awesome.
That was a great one. And we ended the video especially with that, you and me. And
yes, in the office, yeah.
Well, beautiful, man.
I think people get too hung up on what's my goal, what's my vision, right? I think it should be a guiding principle, and you stick by it, then the goals just come naturally, right? I mean, yes, you can set financial goals.
That's
you
the
can
difference
set
between
some milestones, right?
That's the difference in our generation and the rest. We live by these sort of values, by principles, not by a goal set. Like my school, they tell us be true, be strong, be brave. And you just live by values and principles, and precepts, what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to do this for you. Kai, can we flash the good people of TPP?
What people are?
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. And there you go. The crew and Sheldon Gui.
We have some hires that missed this photo shoot.
Sorry, that's all I could get, bro.
Yeah, I know.
My
that's a good
apologies to
reminder.
them.
I have to get the new photo.
My apologies to those guys, okay?
Photo shoot sorted
but this is TPP, everybody. If you need to really find people that you can trust to take care of your AVL needs, your audiovisual lighting needs, these are the people you go to, okay? Go and find TPP. And I can tell you one thing. Again, this is not a paid promotion by TPP for us to have them on the show.
We don't have that kind of money.
Not at all. This is not what it is. Okay, paid promotion for a fact that we are friends with Shure, so that's the reason why I always check off. Yeah, it's a paid promotion, but it's not because of TPP. It's for the good people from Shure. Okay, and.
Can see now. Yeah. Can see.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Okay, because I don't have. I'm blind as a bat from this distance. Okay, now everybody, thanks for watching the Chris Henson Conversation, and thank you, Sheldon, for spending this time with us. It's been a long time beating up our asses on our seats here, spending time talking, but it's been great. I hope you had fun.
I had fun. Thank you for listening. I hope we didn't bore you too much.
No, I don't think my shows bore people. Some of you who think it's boring, well,
we
you know,
talk-
you
sometimes
can
we talk
always
about-
go watch some other podcasts. You know, it's fine.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Stay on this channel.
So thank you. So again, for those of you who've tuned in, thank you very much for tuning in to the Chris Henson Conversation. We'll be back again next week. We're continuing on with our I Love My Job series, and loads more episodes to go. Well, fingers crossed that over the next couple of weeks we will hit platinum. The silver button could be on the way. We really, really hope so. And once again, thank you to all of our subscribers for still staying true to our show. Until the next time, stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Chris Henson Conversation. Real talk, no filters. And a growing community of more than 90,000 subscribers across ASEAN, right here from Singapore.